Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. You know, before we turn on the camera, we're never smiling. It's just we turn on the camera. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
It's a joke. Ah, ha, ha. Hare Krishna.
Alright, Canto 3, Chapter 3. No, Canto 3, Chapter 18. Text 1. So we're starting a new adventure.
Oh, new adventures.
The chapter is entitled The Battle Between Lord Boar and the Demon Hiranyaksha.
Yes.
Om Namo
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Alright, text 1. Maitreya continued. The proud and falsely glorious Daitya paid little heed to the words of Varuna. O dear Vidura, he learned from Narada the whereabouts of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and hurriedly betook himself to the depths of the ocean.
It started raining. How's your book doing?
Yeah, my book's alright. I'm alright as well. The book's good and I'm good.
Well, I mean, we're 70 or 80% water, so we're okay. It's just the book isn't. Go ahead.
Alright, Papa. Materialistic warmongers are not even afraid to fight with the mightiest enemy, the personality of Godhead. The demon was very encouraged to learn from Varuna that there was one fighter who could actually combat him, and he was very enthusiastic to search out the Supreme Personality of Godhead just to give him a fight, even though it was predicted by Varuna that by fighting with Vishnu he would become prey for dogs, jackals and vultures. Since demoniac persons are less intelligent, they dare to fight with Vishnu, who is known as Ajita, or one who has never been conquered.
Any thoughts?
Yes, just that. Oh, hold on.
What's happening?
Sorry, everyone. Yeah, it's raining, isn't it? It's cold and everything. So, yeah, it just goes to show when you're in a materialistic consciousness, you don't have to be Hiranyaksha or crazy like that to a degree that you're materially conscious, you will be like arrogant and what's that? Are the words gone? When you get in someone's face, like challenging, you know, and there's no humility, and of course I can do better, and of course you can't defeat me. So to a lesser or greater degree, that's there to the degree that we're covered by material consciousness, that pride and arrogance.
Yeah, makes sense, definitely. Okay, text 2. He saw there the all-powerful personality of Godhead in his boar incarnation, bearing the earth upward on the ends of his tusks and robbing him of his splendor with his reddish eyes. The demon laughed. Ah, 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 ah. O amphibious beast. Purport. Amphibious beast. Okay. Purport. In a previous chapter, we have discussed the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Varaha, the boar. While Varaha, with his tusks, engaged in uplifting the submerged earth from the depths of the waters, this great demon, Hiranyaksha, met him and challenged him, calling him a beast. Demons cannot understand the incarnations of the Lord. They think that his incarnations as a fish or a boar or a tortoise are big beasts only. They misunderstand the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even in his human form, and they deride his descent. In the Chaitanya Sampradaya, there is sometimes a demoniac misconception about the descent of Nityananda Prabhu. Interesting. Nityananda Prabhu's body is spiritual, but demoniac persons consider the body of the Supreme Personality to be material. just like ours. Avajananti mam mudha. Persons who have no intelligence deride the transcendental form of the Lord as material. Interesting. So it'd be interesting to need to look into this idea that the the criticism of Lord Nityananda. You've heard anything specifically about that?
No.
I guess, there's some places that maybe say he's not really an incarnation, he's not really an expansion, different things like that.
Never heard that.
Me neither. I don't remember reading it before when we read Bhagavatam. There you go, and there you have it, and there you are.
Text 3. The demon addressed the Lord, O best of the demigods, dressed in the form of a boar. Just hear me. This earth is entrusted to us, the inhabitants of the lower regions, and you cannot take it from my presence and not be hurt by me. God. Purport. Sridhar Swami, commenting on this verse, states that although the demon wanted to deride the personality of Godhead in the form of a boar, actually he worshipped him in several words. For example, he addressed him as Vana Gochara, which means one who is a resident of the forest. But another meaning of Vana Gochara is one who lies on the water. Vishnu lies on the water. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be properly addressed in this way. The demon also addressed him as Mriga, indicating unintentionally that the Supreme Personality is sought after by great sages, saintly persons and transcendentalists. He also addressed him as Ajna. Sridhar Swami says that Gya means knowledge, and there is no knowledge which is unknown to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Indirectly, therefore, the demon said that Vishnu knows everything. The demon addressed him as Sura Dhamma. Sura means the demigods, and Adama means Lord of all there is. He is Lord of all the demigods. Therefore, he is the best of all demigods or gods. When the demon used the phrase "in my presence," the implied meaning was, in spite of my presence, you are completely able to take away the earth. That's implied. I'm not...
No. Anyway. Finish the purport.
And then, Na swasti yas yasi. Na swasti yas yasi. Unless you kindly take this earth from our custody, there can be no good fortune for us. I mean, Hiranyaksha might... I'm just conscious that it's raining, but it's quite sunny and there might be a rainbow. But that's...
You're a rainbow.
Neither here nor there, but I'm just conscious of that. Anyway, yeah, it's interesting. I'm not trying to throw any shade on Sridhar Swami or the Bhagavatam or anything. But, yeah, you could say, oh, I didn't mean that at all. I meant what I said. Get out of my presence or I'm going to hurt you, basically.
Well, let us understand, at least what I've understood is being said here. And this happens, sometimes Jiva Goswami does it or says it, and sometimes other commentators do. What they're saying is that you can look at the Sanskrit in another way, and you can translate it in such a way that although we would understand that definitely the demon would be criticizing Vishnu, but from the words you can contort or twist them in such a way that you can see how indirectly, although he's criticizing the Lord, but he's also glorifying him. So it's just it's not that Sridhar Swami is saying this is what he was saying. He's saying this is another way you can extrapolate the context. And for a devotee, we would see that, because knowing that, Hiranyaksha is Vijay, then we would think, okay, he's also a devotee. So even what he's saying can be understood as a glorification, even if it's meant as a derogatory comment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that. Okay, so anything else?
No.
Okay. Text 4. You rascal. You have been nourished by our enemies to kill us, and you have killed some demons by remaining invisible. O fool! Your power is only mystic. So today I shall enliven my kinsmen by killing you. Okay, purport. The demon used the word abhavaya, which means for killing. Sridhar Swami comments that this killing means liberating, or in other words, killing the process of continued birth and death. The Lord kills the process of birth and death and keeps himself invisible. The activities of the Lord's internal potency are inconceivable, but by a slight exhibition of his potency, the Lord, by his grace, can deliver one from nescience. Suchaha means miseries. The miseries of material existence can be extinguished by the Lord by his internal potency, Yoga Maya. In the Upanishad, Svetashvatara Upanishad 6.8, it is stated, Parasya Shaktir Vididai Vishruyate. The Lord is invisible to the eyes of the common man, but his energies act in various ways. When demons are in adversity, they think that God is hiding himself and is working by his mystic potency. They think that if they can find God, they can kill him just by seeing him. Hiranyaksha thought this way, and he challenged the Lord. You have done tremendous harm to our community, taking the part of a demigod, and you have killed our kinsmen in so many ways. Interesting. Always keeping yourself hidden. Now, I see you face to face, and I am not going to let you go. I shall kill you and save my kinsmen from your mystic misdeeds. Interesting.
Not only are demons always anxious to kill God with words and philosophy, but they think that if one is materially powerful, he can kill God with materially fatal weapons. Demons like Kamsa, Ravan and Hiranyakashipu thought themselves powerful enough to kill even God. Demons cannot understand that God, by his multifarious potencies, can work so wonderfully that he can be present. Cute dog. That he can be present everywhere and still remain in his eternal abode, Galoka Vrindavan. And that sums it up. Demons cannot understand that God, by his different potencies, means he could sit on this bench right next to us right now, and then at the same time he is in the spiritual world, and at the same time someone is praying in Israel and he's answering their call, and at the same time he's in Southampton, anywhere. That's God. And it's a very simple concept. Someone might say, like, but to accept that because God could do anything, and because he's complete and full, if he's sitting on the bench next to me, it doesn't mean he's less of a God in Israel, someone praying there, for example. But it says here that demons can understand it, and that's my point, that it's a lack of brain cells and functioning,
brain substance,
that they just don't get it. And because they don't get it, like when you're in school and you have like these school bullies or people that are a bit thick, if they don't understand something, what do? They name call, they're not nice, they cause arguments, whatever. But people, it's because they're lacking in some way, whether it's self-esteem or intelligence or whatever, or love or home or whatever, that you lash out. And I think that concludes everything.
Okay, with that, shall we conclude? Since that concludes everything. Shall we conclude? Read. Next one's a little bit of a longer purport. Shall we just conclude here?
Yeah, because it's a bit cold as well.
Okay.
It's raining
anyway,
and all.
Let's stop now. But nice to be with all of you.
Did not raining.
Nice to be with all of you again, reading the
Yes.
Bhagavatam. Thank you very much. So, just to remind you that Gita Jayanti, maybe when you're seeing this today, Gita Jayanti.
Yeah, you see it today, Monday.
Yeah, so Gita Jayanti is
tomorrow.
on Tuesday,
Tomorrow.
the 14th. And we just want to remind you to please connect with Gita Jayanti. And please also sponsor some books for the marathon. We have lots of people out there waiting to get the books. In fact, so we have the Gita Project, which is helping to place sponsored books. So if you'd like to sponsor a set of Bhagavatams or some Gitas, then go to the website and donate. So like that.
All right.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai.